Druids, welcome to the 2021 Beltaine ritual of Ravenscry Grove ADF. We stand here at the threshold. Warrior, call a guardian for our rite.
Dogda, father of the gods, lord of the cauldron of plenty, from which none are left unsatisfied, wielder of the club that brings death and resurrection. Wield your club for us this day. Keep vigil over the ones who seek to disrupt us. Shining One, we offer you ale, so that you may not thirst, and bread, so that you may not hunger. Bia Sheauli.
Here, we create our threshold. We open a roadway to the sacred center. Warrior, mark this space that the outdwellers shall not enter.
Dogda, we ask that you watch this threshold.
Feel the pull of our sacred space calling you, whispering in the wind. In this space, we create our sacred realities. We can become all the kindreds believe us to be. Purification allows us to transform into our sacred selves. Please come forward, be purified, and attune yourself to mythic time. Let go and cross the divide.
By the light of the fire and the might of the water, make this grove be whole and holy.
Come we now as a people to gather at the sacred well. Come we now as a people to gather in the warmth and the light of the flame. Come we now as a people to gather at the sacred well. Come we now as a people to gather in the warmth and the light of the flame. Come we now as a people to gather at the sacred well. Come we now as a people to gather in the warmth and the light of the flame.
Ancestors, nature spirits, shining ones, we have crossed the threshold into sacred space. Please reconnect with the sacred cosmos as we prepare to open the gates to the other worlds. the place where the kindreds will reveal themselves once more.
Earth Mother, kneeling at the well, ancient one of ever-changing beauty, primal mother of the mighty Tuatha, and great goddess of sovereignty, we are renewed in your waters, cradled within your mantle of green, and sustained by your abundance. Danu, Earth Mother, we call upon the life-giving magic of the earth. Great Earth Mother, we come before you in love and respect, and we ask that you uphold and bless our gathering. Earth Mother, be welcome among us.
Today, we gather between the earth and sky to worship and honor the kindred as one people, to sing their praise and make our sacrifice as we seek their blessings in return.
Beltaine is the fertility festival par excellence. This is indeed an extravagant holiday. At this time of year, roses are in full bloom, peaches and berries are ripe. This is the love dance of the gods, the wedding of heaven and earth, the bridal feast of the goddess. At Beltaine, our energies are turned toward the love and union that brings a harvest of new life among us.
As our ancestors did, and our children may do, so do we now. We are here to honor the old bargain between mortals and the kindreds. So let us join together as one folk to make our offerings in joy and reverence. Biashiali.
Avarige, Bridget, great goddess, we ask for your inspiration for our rite.
Bright Brige, daughter of the Dagda, flame of inspiration, maker of metal, maker of good health, maker of song. With you as our mother, we need fear no sickness. With you as our mother, we need fear no dull swords. With you as our mother, we need fear no empty words. Our tribe is triple blessed, O shining light of the hearth, and we, your children, ask you to alight in our hearts, alight in our heads, and alight in our voices, that we may give praise to the gods with skill. Brige, accept our offering. Biashiali.
Children of Earth, breathe deep and close your eyes. As we stand here, preparing to work the magic that is found in our ritual, let us pause and release all the tension that we may be carrying. Relax your arms and shoulders, ease your jaw and your forehead, and breathe deep into your belly. Now let us take 9 breaths together to find our center and order ourselves in this great work. For the first breath, our roots reach deep into the earth. For the second breath, we draw up the swirling, chaotic waters. For the third breath, we are filled with the cool waters. For the fourth breath, our branches reach high to the heavens. For the fifth breath, we draw down the ordering, creative fires. For the sixth breath, we are filled with the burning fires. For the seventh breath, the waters and fires alight, turning into the Druid's mist. For the eighth breath, they expand and pour forth, filling our grove. For the 9th breath, we open our eyes, one grove, to work our magic together.
Druids, let us now re-establish the sacred center of the worlds. The waters support and surround us. The land extends about us. The sky stretches above us. And in the center burns a living flame. Let us pray with a good fire. May all the kindred bless us and our worship be true. May our actions be just and our love be pure. Blessings and honor and worship to the holy ones.
Shapeshifter, Mistlord, She-King, Awananam McClure, we have come to meet you at the crossroads, to walk the sacred way. We ask that you share your mysteries with us, and ward our steps in safety, Lord of the Gates. Now, Amananon, ferryman of the shrouded path, join your will with ours. Let the fire be open now as a gate to the shining ones. Let the well be open now as a gate to the other worlds. And let the tree stand as a connector of the ways, to serve as a path to all the worlds. Open as a road to hear our voices, so that they may be heard by the kindreds, Awananam McClure. Asklatir na gati anish. Let the gates be open.
Druids, we are here at the center of the cosmos. We are woven into the sacred fabric of the universe. Here, the kindreds can hear our thoughts and know our hearts. Let there be only truth here.
Druids, make our offerings to the kindreds, the ancient ones, the noble ones, and the shining ones. First, we will make our offering to the ancestors.
Ancestors, Ahintra, you who lie deep within this land, you whose memories hold it, and whose hearts are tied to its very essence, tribes of old, we offer you welcome. Grandmothers and grandfathers, our beloved dead, kin of blood, and heart, ancient tribes whose legacy is in our veins, we offer you welcome. Elders and wise ones, you who guide the people, wise men and women of ancient days, we offer you welcome. Mighty ancestors, Ahinshara, we would give you honor and praise, and we would ask that you join us here today. Ancestors, accept our sacrifice. Biyasheali.
Druids, close your eyes, take a moment, and feel the ancestors as they join us here. Now, we will make our offering to the nature spirits.
Nature spirits, Aspergian Atalif, spirits of the land. Here your friends and companions, our kindred of stone and stream, rock and fertile soil, kins of the earth, we offer you welcome. Our kindred of green, herb and flower, the smallest shrubs and the mightiest trees, roots and stems and fruits, greenkin, we offer you welcome. Our kindred of fur and feather and fin, our kindred who walk or fly or swim and crawl, Aspergian Atali.
Nature spirits, accept our offering. Biyasheali.
Druids, close your eyes, take a moment, and feel the nature spirits as they join us here. Now, we will make our offering to the Shining Ones.
Shining Ones, Ayeha, your children call out to you. Hear us, eldest and brightest. First children of the Mother, our wisest and mightiest, loving and comforting, gods and goddesses, we offer you welcome. Gods and goddesses of this place, ancient and powerful, known or unknown to us, gods of this place, we offer you welcome. All of the deities of those here gathered, with whom we worship, you who bless our lives, our patrons and matrons, we offer you welcome. Ayeha, we would give you honor and praise and ask if you would join us here this day. Gods and goddesses, accept our sacrifice. Biyasheali.
Druids, close your eyes, take a moment, and feel the gods and goddesses as they join us here.
Druids, as the Spirit moves you, make praise offerings to our kindreds or your patrons. Join us in song and do whatever would please the kindreds.
Aengus Og, god of youthful love and beauty, bard who brings joy with lyrical tones of music. You who were captured by love and gave all you were to see that love fulfilled. You who followed your heart and the sound of your lover's wings into places between the worlds. You allowed love to guide you to your sovereignty. You followed her haunting laughter and were inspired to follow your dreams. Grant us your presence, Aengus Og. Allow us to follow you with love, to dance to your tune as we enter the liminal spaces.
Caer, the Celtic goddess of prophecy, dreams, and liminal spaces. You who spends 1 year in human form and then transforms on Samhain, experiencing the death of your humanity. The next year of your life is spent in the form of the swan, along with your 150 maiden friends who take the path of death and rebirth, along with you, their guide. One of the original shamans, you embrace your animal nature and take flight with your horde. We welcome your flight, Caer. Join us now in our rite.
I went out to the hazel wood because a fire was burning in my head, and cut and peeled a hazel wand and hooked a berry to a thread. And when white moths were on the wing and moth-like stars were flickering out, I dropped the berry in a stream and caught a little silver trout. When I had laid it on the floor, I went to blow the fire aflame, but something rustled on the floor, and someone called me by my name. It had become a glimmering girl with apple blossom in her hair, who called me by my name and ran and faded through the brightening air. Though I am old with wandering through hollow lands and hilly lands, I will find out where she is gone, and I will kiss her lips and take her hands and walk among the long dappled grass and pluck till time and times are done the silver apples of the moon, the golden apples of the sun.
Moonrise and starfall and fire burn and night wind call, drum beat a wild song that heart sings at summer's dawn. Sown are the new fields with bright seed of harvest yield. Far down the roots bind the heart's joy to summer's time. Leave the fire and come with me. We'll lie beneath the flowering tree. Feel the breathing of the earth rise and fall. The green time sings its song again to wake the field, to wake the glen, and raise in every living thing an answering call. So leap o'er the Mayfire and hold close your sweet desire, for life's wheel will grant soon the heart's wish for summer's bloom. Green shoot and pale flower garland, the Beltaine bower, circle with joined hands, for hearts shine with summer's dance. Leave the fire and come with me. We'll walk beside the dreaming sea and watch the fading of the stars as the new day dawns. We'll try to catch time in our hands, to hold the wave against the sand, and watch this glow upon the land that soon will be gone. So drum beat and flute sound, and once more we'll circle round, for the world turns and the wheel spins, and all ends that once begins. This green hour the heart knows is brief as the budding rose. The wheel turn
The young god, Aengus, was handsome, smooth-tongued, and had a beautiful voice. He enjoyed a life of charms, and it said no woman could withhold herself from loving him.
But he was no pushover. As the youngest son of the High King of the Tuatha Dagda, he found out that he was excluded from his father's inheritance. His 3 brothers each got an equal share, while he received nothing.
To right this wrong, Aengus used his powers of persuasive speech to trick the Dagda into giving him one of his most prestigious palaces. He asked his father for the hospitality of staying a day and a night at Bruna Bunya. When the Dagda agreed, Aengus utilized the phrase's twisted meaning of day and night, so there was no end. Basically, Dagda agreed to give it to him forever.
Having won a great prize, Aengus set up home there. He relaxed and fell asleep. During his slumber, a woman came to him and sang a song. It was the sweetest song he'd ever heard, and she the most beautiful of all women.
When Aengus awoke, he distressed over the need to meet the woman who'd come to him in his dreams. He realized that no other woman would ever make him as happy. Over the next year, the two met every time Aengus slept.
He fell deeply in love with the mystery woman. In his anguish over not being able to meet with her in person, he wished only to sleep. He didn't eat or drink or participate in anything else.
Aengus never told anyone about the woman or how much he loved her. During the year, Aengus's health declined to a terrible level.
Physicians were called, and love sickness was determined to be the cause of the young god's ill health.
His mother, the goddess Bone, was called in after that and informed of the situation. She sent out messengers to scour the land and find the maiden who held her son's heart for an entire year, but she couldn't find her.
Next, they brought the matter to Dagda, who also searched everywhere for another year without a result.
Lastly, Dagda asked his son, Boa, to search throughout the lands. He is finally the one who managed to find the woman at a lake known as the Dragon's Mouth. There was an issue, however. Aengus would have to identify the woman from her singing only.
You see, Caer Ivorma was in the form of a swan and swimming on the lake alongside 150 other swans.
Aengus goes to the lake, and all the swans have silver chains around their neck, which makes it even harder for him to identify his love. But from them all, he hears her voice and picks out her name. Caer then appears to Aengus. The only problem? She wanted to return to the water in her swan form, so Aengus chooses her form for himself, shifting into a swan as well.
The two of them fly off together, and their combined singing is so beautiful. It makes everyone fall asleep for 3 days and nights. They then live together in blissful happiness forever, their love allowing them to live in human form from that point on. O noble, ancient, and shining ones, incense have we offered to your shrines. Offerings have we made through the well, the fire, and the tree. Kindreds, all this we give to you in the name of Gosti. May our piety increase your magic. May our courage increase your power. And may our fertile spirits show the world your abundance. Mighty kindreds, accept our sacrifices.
If out of ignorance or faulty memory, if we for any reason have offended you, O kindreds of our people, hear us now. Accept our offering of our regrets as recompense, and know that our hearts and our intent are pure.
Caer, what blessings and wisdom do the kindreds offer us in return?
So with some omens, they speak about things that are happening within our hearts, our minds, and our subconscious, personal lessons, and sometimes they also have things happening in the outer world on a practical nature. So with Beltaine, the omen for all three kindreds is dealing with the inside of ourselves, stuff we work with within our subconscious minds. The ancestors, for example, bring us change, and we see change happening around us at a gradual level, the way nature intended change to happen. It happens with the seasons. And so as we look at the seasons and the sun becoming brighter and more warm, we also see changes within ourselves and how this is reflected in the outer world with the changes that are happening as well. So even though this reading isn't so much about the outer world, the fact that the outer world affects our internal world shows that there is new growth. The green is starting to happen, and we are feeling more like ourselves before, in a positive way. The nature spirits bring us the concept of roots, again, going deep down inside of ourselves, figuring things out, weeding out in our garden, so to speak, what no longer serves us, as well as continually planting and thinking about the things that do help us and serve us. So this is what the nature spirits bring. And the shining ones bring us their love, and they remind us to love ourselves and those around us. They remind us that love needs to be extended on all levels of our being to all people, even if they don't always agree with us. It's a form of the golden rule, doing unto others as you would want them to do unto you, showing them as well as ourselves respect, showing them as well as ourselves space to process things. What's interesting between the ancestors and the shining ones is that of surrender. Not surrender like a white flag from a battle, but more like surrendering to spirit, giving up or allowing our higher selves and the spirits to lead us instead of our ego, which is based on fear and hatred. So I thought that was interesting that both those kindreds are asking us to stop fighting ourselves, maybe stop fighting others as well, and just learning how to step back and surrender to something higher than us, even if we feel we have all the answers. It's a subtle way of saying you don't have all the answers because we see far and wide, whereas our human eyes only see just what's in front of us. So these are the messages that the kindred bring to us.
Druids, all our offerings, all we have done so far in this rite, have led to this moment. This is magic time. We have made offerings to the powers, and now we shall ask for their blessings in return. Visualize the blessings that each of you desire and need from the kindreds. See it clearly in your mind's eye, and when we ask for the waters of life, when we say, "Give us the waters of life," see the blessing you desire descend into the upraised cup like a mist, filling the cup. And when we drink of the waters, you will receive your blessings. So close your eyes and take a moment to visualize your needs and the needs of our grove, that we may all receive the blessings we desire. O ancient, noble, and shining ones, we have offered to you, so we ask for your gifts in return. Hallow these waters. Bless our lives with magic, power, and abundance as we drink of your essence. Kindreds, we ask you, give us the waters of life. Behold the waters of life. Druids, drink of the waters of life.
Pour the waters, raise the cup, drink your share of wisdom deep. Strength and joy now fill us up, as the elder ways we keep. When in ancient pagan days, fire was lit in sacred groves, powers of the gods did flow, bringing healing, wit, and love. We in our time likewise go to the grove our trove to give, to the gods, the dead, the she, and their blessings to receive. So pour the waters, raise the cup, drink your share of wisdom deep. Strength and joy now fill us up, as the elder ways we keep.
We have drunk of the waters of life. The powers have given us true and wondrous blessings. We affirm the gifts of the kindreds and acknowledge their power in our lives. Druids, we affirm that we accept the gifts of the gods.
Druids, now it is time to celebrate our May Queen and King. Please join us as we witness this sacred event, the Maypole Dance.
Come, good people, come along with your music, dance, and song. Bring your sweethearts in your hands, for 'tis that which love commands. Then to the Maypole
away, for 'tis now our holiday. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday.
'Tis the choice time of the year, and the violets now appear, and the rose receives its birth, and the pretty primrose decks the earth.
Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. And when you will reckon half what kisses you your sweetheart gave, take them all again and more, it will never make them poor. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday.
When you thus have spent your time, and the day is past its prime, to your beds repair at night, and dream there of your day's delight.
Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday.
The mighty ones have blessed us, so as we prepare to depart, let us give thanks to those who have aided us.
O bright Lady Brige, protectress, healer, and inspiration, good Magat, we thank you.
Gods and goddesses of elder days, noble spirits of the land, mighty ancestors, our kindreds, we say, Guramagiv, we thank you.
Dogda, guardian of our rite, for watching and warding. Through magic and arms, we say, Guru Ma'agat, we thank you.
Amananam Maklur, keeper of the gates between, we say, Goramaga, we thank you. Once more, Amananan, we ask you to join your magic with ours, and aid us as we close the gates. Now let the fire be but a flame. Let the well be but the water. And let the tree be but the very heart of us all, as we carry forth from this place. Let all be as it was before. Duntarna Gati Anish, let the gates now be closed.
Earth Mother, we give you all remaining offerings, for what comes from the earth may return to the earth. For upholding the world and granting us your blessings, we say Gahar Mahagat, we thank you.
Once again, we have continued in our traditions, honoring the gods, our ancestors, and the nature spirits. Just as in times of old, we have made offerings to our kindreds and received their blessings in return. But great energy has raised within us this day. Let us be grounded once more.
Walk with wisdom, Druids. This rite is ended. Be a Shiali.
that which love commands.
Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday.
'Tis the choice time of the year, and the violets now appear, and the rose receives its birth, and the pretty primrose decks the earth.
Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. And when you will wreck and have what this is you your sweetheart gave, take them all again and more, it will never make them poor. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday.
When you thus have spent your time, and the day is past its prime, to your beds repair at night, and dream there of your day's delight.
Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday. Then to the Maypole haste away, for 'tis now our holiday.